I realize more and more, I'm totally convinced of the power that the child has. And therefore it is the role as adults try to understand them better rather than assuming preconceived ideas, whether we have learned it in books or whether we have learned it on experience, but just to observe a little bit more and listen. We speak very much listening about the voice of children, but still it is a long, long way to go. So I think on the part of the adults, we need to express, and this is part of a good human development, we need to express much more humility towards the fact that how can we learn from a small little one that for centuries we thought is our role as an adult to do something for them, to speak for them, to bring to the world what they think. Sorry, I think it is right now a time, and I say it at this point in my life with total, as a most fascinating truth, that this has to happen. Why? Because I will be remembered, and I felt that this is part of my legacy to the world, because my mission all my life has been very clear. And that is something I would like to stress for the younger generation who might be listening and seeing this video. I think the important thing is you can get all kinds of jobs in your life. Now we are in a time that if the more certificates you have, it seems to be the more able you are to compete in this world. I'm so sorry. I feel that the more clear your mission is in life, the more joyful you will have in whatever you do, in any field in your life. And the more clear you are that what you have to work is on something that maybe will not give you a paper certificate or a diploma or a degree, is your own personal development. And for that, I think is that we need to stress what kind of values are needed in this 21st or 22nd century, so that our mission will be very clear, and even more if our mission is devoted towards children. I am from Peru, so in Latin America we have had a wonderful teacher and poet that was Gabriela Mistral. Gabriela said, the child, my name, the name of a child is today. I think by saying that, that sounded so short, so simple, so beautiful, so easy to remember. She has offered the world such a deep food for nutrition, for reflection. Because really, if a child is today, why I always have to be seeing the child on a perspective of a future. And therefore, if it is something for the future, well, you never know what the future will be. Of course, you would like to contribute to a better future, but you are forgetting the most fundamental essence, that is today. What I do right now, what it happened to me now, how do I feel? And I feel that, for instance, now I am totally embarked into peace building, because I believe we are at this moment speaking very much about sustainable developmental goals. What do you want to sustain? I've been asking that question to all my colleagues. We have goal 1, 5, 10, etc. Okay, very isolated things. For me, the most important thing, the same way I've been sharing about this right of the child that has not been written anywhere, is, okay, we would like, as a goal, a sustainable, peaceful world. For me, peace is the essence, especially when we have a deep analysis of what's going on all over the world, and what kind of violence and threat to the development, especially to women and children, are happening all around the world. And how fundamentalist we seem to be evolving instead of being much more flexible. And I feel that working towards peace makes us very flexible. Having the possibility, like in this World Forum, one fascinating thing is, yesterday we heard, we have 71 nations present here. That shows such a wealth for peace to be accomplished. Because when you have the opportunity to learn about others, to meet with other person, to hear about them, the development of empathy basic principle, basic element for peace will be there. We do peace research. I mean, basically what 5 and 6 year old kids think about peace. I mean, 5 and 6 don't know how to read and write, but they are very good at making drawings, they are very good at telling stories. Many children draw a peace represented by a butterfly. And so it was a fascinating idea, and I said, children, why a butterfly have to be representing peace? Oh, first of all, because it's very beautiful. Second, because it looks fragile, but it is not fragile, because, you know, there is something that comes from the mouth that makes things flourish. We have flowers coming. So if we analyze this, what this conversation, what this testimony has come from the children, you realize, you know, first of all, idea of beauty. Beauty encompasses as well spiritual things. Beauty encompasses values. Okay, so and we need lots of values for peace. Second, don't go by prejudices. You know, the butterfly might look fragile. Really, it is true, you would have to touch it. But look, children went a step forward. They look at the mission. The butterfly mission is to pollinize, the pollination. And therefore, what is the end result? Beautiful flowers. For the last 10 years, I'm totally into arts. For me, the vehicle, the most fascinating, powerful vehicle for peace is play and art. And in the world, when you speak about play, it's second-hand citizen. Play still hasn't gone to be at the level of be appreciated. Art is the same thing. However, for the ones who have been totally embedding, trying to find without preconceived ideas, just being very flexible and open to what possibilities, because we live in a world of possibilities, I strongly feel that play and art, and for that art, I feel strongly the word of dance and movement. On the neuroscience, movement, dance, open up so many trees inside your brain. My goodness, you will have a forest. That forest will help you to develop lots of potentials and creativity. Dance, movement, theater will open up your heart to dimensions that you will be very much surprised, because dimensions of openness that make you accept, or at least take into you every different positions in life, you know, that will make you much more flexible to understand different kinds of cultures, different understands of values, different understands of societies. So I strongly feel in dance, I mean, by training, I'm a psychologist, but however, of very personal interest and enthusiasm of my energy that you like very much, you know, I'm a bio-dancer, I'm a theater of the oppressed practitioner, you know, I'm a painter, and now I'm a puppeteer, and now I'm strongly into storytelling and writing. And one thing I'm recommending my colleagues, we have in Peru, in this Peace Ambassador project that I have created, we have children as storytellers. And that was so powerful. It was amazing how children, for instance, coming from rural areas, from indigenous population, came to the urban capital. And they came with so much fear, feeling that, oh, we are like not having the same appreciation. They even told me, Marta, the kids in the urban areas are more intelligent than us. And I said, no way, no way. They've never been in a rural area, you know, so you are going to be teachers of these kids, so through you. So they brought all their puppets, you know, that reflect life in the community. And I was even, as a joke, were telling, look, the children in the urban areas, for instance, have never seen a real life chicken. They said, no, cannot be true. I said, yes, it is true. They only go with their moms to the supermarket, and you see them, dead, hanging. So they never know even how they sound, how they run, how this, they don't know. You have to teach them. You have no idea the success. I have to ask for children's rights, because the line of urban children in our tent of peace building, peace ambassador storytellers was enormous. And these kids, of course, needed to rest after every 10 minutes of sharing stories. And the questions coming from the other kids, it was just a win-win situation, so much joy for everyone. Their parents couldn't believe, and the children themselves, they said, oh, Martita, you were right. The children didn't know anything about our life. I said, I see, I told you, you were going to be teachers. So this is life, and these are the kind of things that I strongly love to share in this journey, and in this lovely mission of flourishing human beings.